So one more concept we have to discuss in Python, that is like functions. So in Python, it is called actually definitions. In Python, functions are going to be defining with the def keyword. Okay. In Python, functions are defining with def keyword. Okay. So in Python, functions follow indentation. Functions follow indentation. Compulsory indentation needed. Indentation for function block. Okay, and one more thing. Function name should have parentheses. Okay, so how to define a function? Let me write a simple function now. Def sample function, sample, which is going to be having some parentheses like this, and this is a colon. When I say colon, it is actually starting with indentation. So print, I'm just saying hello. I'm just saying hello. But whenever you define function, we need to call the function. Whenever we define function, it need to be called. After the block, after the function block. Let me say after the function block. So whenever we define a function, we need to call a function after the function block. We already discussed functions, sir. No, Vada? We already discussed that. Right. So whenever we define a function, we need to call after the function block. So after the function block, we need to call the function. So that is the reason. Come out from the function block and call the function. How to call the function? Just like this. Just like this. If you don't call the function, we cannot able to see any output. If you don't call the function, for example, if I am giving sample one, for sample one, I am going to be defining something. Print hello Python. I am just saying like hello Python. When I say hello Python and execute, when I execute it, there is no output for this particular sample one. Why? Because of inside this particular function. So I return something. I return some code inside this particular function, but I'm not calling the function. I'm not calling sample one. If I'm not calling sample one, I cannot able to see any output. I cannot able to see any output like hello Python. So what I need to do is immediately I need to call the function. So sample one. I need to call the function. When I call the function, I can able to see the output of that particular block of the code. Whatever the block of the code we have, that we can able to call. So let me write one more function. Def say your name. Say your name. Okay, print myself. I am Srinivas. So after this, I need to call your function. So say your whatever the function you return, that you need to call. Okay. So now we need to understand function name rules. What are the rules for the function name? Okay, let me try with the program first. Then we can write all the rules and regulations for the function. So def, so say hello. Let me write say hello. Or let me write something like hello, like this. I'm writing a function like this. Print hello. Okay, can I call this function called one hello? Can I call this particular function called one hello? One hello is my function name. What is the problem? Invalid decimal or literal. Invalid decimal or literal. So what is the first rule here? What is the first rule? Immediately I am writing the rule. Function name should not start with the number. Function name should not start with a number. Okay, let me write one more function, one more rule. Def hello Python. I am saying, sorry. Def hello Python. This is my function name now. Okay, indentation. After indentation, I'm trying to writing something. Hello Python. I'm calling the function now. How to call the function? Just come out and just say hello space Python. This is my function. Now again syntax error. Now again syntax error expected something. So why? Because of here the one more rule is there. What is that? Function name should not have spaces. Function name should not have spaces. So don't give any space for the function name. Then come to the one more rule. Come to the one more rule. Def. Okay, so let me write hello at the rate. Hello at the rate. Now I am trying to writing print hello. Okay, call this hello at the rate. When I say call this at the rate, syntax error expected. Again, the problem is function name should not allow. Function name should not allow special characters. Function name should not allow special characters. Remember. Okay, let me say one more function. Def say hello, say hyphen hello, and I'm trying to writing this particular function. Print hello. When I say hello like this, and I'm trying to call in this particular function, say hyphen hello. Okay, hyphen is also one special character. So hyphen also not allowed. Hyphen also not allowed. Okay. Def if print hello. Now I am calling the function called if. I'm calling the function called if. If is basically a keyword in Python. If is a reserved word. If is basically reserved word. Why we are using if? If we are using if for condition check. If we are using for condition check, that is the reason don't use if keyword as function name. So the one more rule is satisfying. What is that? Function name should not be a Python keyword or reserved word. Python keyword or reserved word. Function name should not be a Python keyword or reserved word. So that is a very important thing we need to remember. Okay. So now finally, tell me what are the rules for the function name. Function name rules. Let me write all the rules at the single point. Let me write all the rules in the single point. Function name should not start with numbers. So it will not execute. And one more thing, function name should not have spaces. And one more thing, function name should not contain any special character. Should not contain any special characters. Special characters. One more thing, function name should not be a Python keyword or reserved word. Python keyword or reserved word. Okay. Function name should allow underscore. Let me check. Def. Let me check with the one more cell. I'm taking one more cell. Def hello underscore Python. So this is the function name it should allow. Okay, print. I'm saying like hello Python. When I say hello Python, so this will allow you hello underscore Python. What is the output of hello Python now? Just hello Python. Hello Python I written inside. That is actually calling. So let me write a one more simple example. Add two numbers. Okay, def add numbers. Add nums colon. So x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, z is equal to x plus y. And finally, I want to print the z. print z. Here only I want to print the z. So this is the block of the function. Inside the function block, I'm trying to taking the first number, I'm taking the second number, I'm trying to add both numbers and putting into the one more variable called z. Finally print z. When I go for the print z, so z is the output for you. Now call the function add underscore nums. Add underscore nums. Now check. Now check 30. Okay. So def get full name. Get full name is a function. Get full name is a function. So f underscore name. F name is equal to something like Srinivas. And L underscore name, last name is equal to something like Gorantla. And finally, I want to get the full name. F full name, full underscore name. Full name is equal to F name plus L name. So now string concatenation is going on. String, the first F name is string. L name is also string. String plus string. Final output is string. So full name is also string. So finally print of full name is comma full underscore. That's it. So function created, but I want to call the function. Without calling the function, you cannot see any output. Get underscore full underscore name. I need to call the function. When I call the function, full name is Srinivas Gorat. So this is the way of writing a sample function. This is the way of writing a function. Understand, Aisha? Now let me go with the function with parameters. Function with parameters, very important. Function with parameters. Now let me write a function. Function def say, okay, so your name. Your name is something like parameter name is name. And print. Okay, call your function. I'm calling the function. When I'm calling the function, I'm passing the value. And I'm calling the function, I'm passing the value. So what is this function with parameters? Whenever you are defining a function, inside the parenthesis, I am writing one parameter, one argument. This is called argument. One argument I am writing. What is the argument name here? Argument name is name. What is happening here? That argument I am actually taking inside the print. For that argument, one value I am passing when I am calling the function. This is the function call, right? This is the function call. So when I am calling the function, I am passing the argument value. What is the argument value now? So the value is Srinivas. When I am calling the function your name, Srinivas is passing, but Srinivas is actually jumping into the argument. That argument is taken by the function body, and function body is going to be printing the value finally. Am I clear? So let me check how this is going to be working for you. Let me check how this is going to be working for you. So just Srinivas came into the picture. So you may ask a question, sir, argument name. Can I take this argument name, any other name? Can I take this argument name, any other name? Yes, you can take another, whatever you want, you can take it. Suppose I'm just taking n. N is okay, fine. It will work out. Argument name is your wish. Okay, again, your argument names are basically following some rules and regulations. For example, one name. I am actually taking the argument name is one name. When I say one name, your argument name also have some rules and regulations. Okay, remember one point. Function name and argument name both are function name and argument name. Function name and argument name. Argument names are custom defined. Custom defined names. Custom defined names means what? What is the meaning difference between the predefined and the custom defined? Predefined means what? Predefined means what? Already Python have some defined categories. If is there, if elif is there, print is there, type is there, input is there. Those are actually defined ones. Python have some reserved names. Those are actually defined ones. Python already have some defined names. But custom defined name is what? Custom defined name is something like name is my custom defined name. Name is my custom defined name. or first name, f underscore name is my custom defined name. L underscore name is my custom defined name. Product name, PRD underscore name is my custom defined name. Product price, PRD underscore price is my custom defined name. So you can go with custom defined names in Python. One thing you have to remember, same like a variables or identifiers. Variables are custom defined names or not? Variables names are custom defined names. At the same time, function name and argument names also custom defined names. But you have to follow some rules and regulations. Python is very strict. Any programming language is very strict. You have to follow some rules and regulations. What are the common rules for the variables, function names, object names, all these things? What are the common rules? Should not start with a number. Don't take a space. Don't use a special keyword inside it. And don't use as a reserved keyword. Same like arguments also. Argument name is, now tell me, argument name not start with the argument not start with a number. Argument name should not contain. Again, I am writing all the rules and regulations. Same like a function name. Same like a function name, argument name also. Argument name should not contain spaces. Argument name, sorry, this one is argument. Now tell me, argument name should not contain any special characters. Should not contain any special characters. And one more thing, argument name is not a Python keyword or identifier. Okay, so and one more thing, argument name allowed underscore allowed and ekkadaina a programming language underscore is a special priority. Underscore is also one special character, but underscore have some special priority. Any programming language you take for variable names or function names or parameters or argument names, this is the very fundamental thing. The first fundamental thing is any variable name, any function name, any argument name, any object name, don't start with a number and don't take a space. Don't use a special character inside. Special characters are what? At the rate, hash, all these things, dollar symbol, all these are actually special characters. Filter symbol, slash value, okay, hyphen mark, all these are basically special characters. Equal to symbol, plus symbol, these are called special characters. Special characters should not take by any Python function name or argument name or variable name or object name. Remember, not only Python, even in JavaScript, even in C#, even in Java, even in PHP, even in C, C++, even in Ruby, even in Perl, even in Go language, any language you take, there are some rules and regulations for programming languages. What are the rules we are discussing for the Python? The same rules will be applicable for all other programming languages also. Okay, now we are talking about argument. So we are trying with argument name. We are trying with argument name starting with a number. Allowing or not allowing? It is not allowed. So what is the rule here? Argument name not start with a number. Okay. Now let me take one more thing. So now argument name f underscore name or f hyphen name. Now argument name is f hyphen name. Invalid syntax. Why invalid syntax? Hyphen is what? Argument name should not allow special character. You try with another special character. Like f name. F is enough. Yeah. You try with another name. Another special character. You try with the another special character. I'm trying with the one more special character. F hash. Have hash allowed? Not allowed. Okay, but you try with this one. F underscore name. F underscore name. Now tell. It is working. Only underscore allowed. Only underscore allowed. Remaining any other special character should not allow for the Python parameter, functional parameter. Now this is a functional parameter. Okay, so we are working with what? Basically, this is our program. This is working fine. This is working fine. Can I go with multiple parameters? Can I go with multiple parameters? For example, I want to define add. Add is a function. So I want to add two parameters. X and Y, two parameters. Allowed or not allowed? Add is a function name. Allowed or not allowed? Why allowed? There is no special character. Not start with a number. There is no space. It is not a keyword. Add is not a keyword. That is the reason add allowed. At the same time, X comma Y allowed or not? Two parameters, comma separated. When I say comma, automatically separate parameters, separate arguments. Allowed or not? Yes, allowed. Okay, let's go. Okay, so print of X plus Y. Sorry, X plus. Print of X plus Y. Come out. Add of 10 comma 20. What is the output of this? 30, obviously. What is going to be happening here? I am actually passing two parameters. I am actually passing two parameter values. The first parameter value is 10. Second parameter value is 20. 10 is going to be storing into the X. 20 is going to be storing into the Y. And coming to the block. Inside the block, some operation is performing. Some operation is performing inside the print function. Inside the print X plus Y. X plus Y is 10 plus 20. Obviously 30. Getting clear? Getting clear? So this is a way of arguments, functional arguments. Okay, let me try to work out with the multiple examples. Let me try to work with the subtraction. Okay, def subtraction. Def sub is a function name. Allowed or not? Allowed or not? A comma B colon indentation. Python functions follows indentation. Python functions follows indentation. So A minus B. A minus B is a subtraction. For subtraction, 100 comma 34. 100 comma 34. 100 is going to be passing into A. 34 is going to be passing into the B. Finally, in the function block A minus B, 100 minus 34. What is output finally? 66. Very simple, straightforward. Very simple, straightforward. Now I go for the multiplication. Multiplication. Let's go. Def multiplication. A comma B. One will not take. A comma B. Let's go. Print of A into B. Okay. So finally, multiplication of ఏమేం మల్టిప్లై చేద్దాం మీ ఇష్టం అండి మీ ఇష్టం ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ వాల్యూ ఇస్ యువర్ విష్ 450 argument value is your wish, you can pass anything. Okay, now this time one important thing I want to tell you. A comma B is there na, so the first one is 10 comma Srinu or Srini. What is going to be happening? Srini 10 times. Okay. Now let me go one more thing. This one I am taking a floating value. Yes, it will work out. Integer into float, it will work out. Now tell me division. Def div A comma B. Just work out with two arguments called A comma B. Now print of A by B. Finally, div of 100 divided by 7. Oh my God, I need to call the function. So somewhere we got an issue. What's the problem? Div is missing one require positional argument. Sorry, you should pass like this, comma separated. You don't take operator inside the function. It is dividing or not? 100 is dividing by 7, which is giving the output like this. When I say floor division, this time it is floor division. Floor division, there is a one more operator we have. Floor division. What is the floor division operator? /b. When I say floor division, it will give only 14. After the dot, values will not come. There is no dot. There is no floating type here. Only the floor value will come. What is the floor value? You know what is the floor and what is the seal? Dot ki mundu undedi floor. Dot ki tarvata undedi seal. This is floor value. Only floor value will come. That is called floor division. Getting my point? Okay, let me check. So here I am taking 100 comma. Now I am taking string. Possible, huh? But when I say star, it is possible. When I say star, it is possible. Why? Because of your 10 is going to be adding 100 is going to be adding 10 times. Why? Because of Srinivas is going to be adding 100 times. That is what actually in the multiplication. But in the division, it is not possible. So unsupported operand, your operand is int and string is not possible. But only multiplication is possible. Multiply chestunte gaani division cheyadu. String ni division cheyadu. Remember it. Okay, let me go with one more thing. Now remainder. What is the remainder? Remainder is what is the remainder value? 2. 7 will go in 100. ఎన్నిసార్లు పోతుందో చూడండి. 7 పోతుందా 100 లో? సరే 20 లో 7 ఎన్నిసార్లు పోతుంది? 7 2s are 14. What is the remainder? Exactly. Okay, so now let's go for the power. Def power a comma b. So now let me try to work with the power. What is the power value you want? Print of a to the power of b. Finally, power of enta cheddam 4 to the power of 7. What is the 4 to the power of 7? 4 ni 7 times multiply cheyalandi. 4 to the power of 7. What is the 4 to the power of 7? This is the value for that. Am I clear? So power operator is there. Double star is the power operator. 2 to the power of, let me say, 2 to the power of 3. What is that 2 to the power of 3? 8. You know that. 4 square. What is the 4 to the power of 2? 16. 4 square. 6 anni kada. 16. 4 to the power of 2 is 16, right? So this is power. Now we got to understand how to write a function and how to write a function with arguments. How to write a function with arguments. Now let me write one more function. Full name. Def get full name. Okay. So first parameter is f name. Second parameter is l name. Tell me. First parameter is f name. Second parameter is l name. Now tell me print of f name plus పెట్టండి, then ఒక hyphen పెట్టండి, లేకపోతే space పెట్టండి, then l underscore, then finally get full name. So now how many values I need to pass here? 2 values I need to pass. The first value is f name. Second value is l name. Exactly. So f underscore name, and the one more thing is l underscore. So the finally f name is not defined. F name, L name. Oh my god. Here I want to give the value. Here I want to give the value, not a variable, not a parameter name. Here I need to pass the value, right? Now you got the full name. Okay, so you want to do the same thing in the one more way. Full name is comma. No. You could not do like this here. You have to do this one here. Now print it. Full name is Srinivas. Am I clear? Am I clear? So let me go with the one more example. Product details. Product details. Tell me product details. Function get def marchpodu def get product details. Arguments PRD ID PRD name PRD price. Product ID, product name, product price. Amazon product, Flipkart product, whatever the product is. Meesho product. Product ID, product name, product price. Now, inside the block, what I want to do? Print off product ID, print off product name, print off product price. Now, finally, I need to call the function or not? Get underscore PRD underscore details. Get product details. Okay, so inside this, I need to pass three values. But these three values, I will take input of. Okay, first normal jada. I don't give the input. Normally, product ID 1001, product name iPhone. Static values I'm giving. Product price 45,000. Okay, product name is not defined. Somewhere we got an issue. Okay, PRD. That is a mistake. 1001 iPhone 45,000. Okay, so the one thing I just want to give you here, the same program I'm taking and copying here. Here, what I want to do is after this input of enter product ID, that is going to be storing into the PID. PID is equal to this one. P price, P name. P name is equal to again input. Input function we already know. Input what actually? Taking input from the user. Enter product name. That's it. One more thing. P underscore price is equal to input of enter product price. Then finally, ikkada, when you are passing the values, the value is now P underscore ID. One more value. So program is very simple. Program is getting lengthy, but program is very simple. One more is P underscore name already stored. And this one P underscore price. And finally execute the program. First of all, it is asking me product ID. Whenever you execute a function, it is waiting for the parameter value, but parameter value need to execute from the input function. So parameter value getting stored here 1002 and product name. So this time it is Nexus and product price 67,000. Enter. So finally values got printed. See some more extension. I'm trying to giving some more extension here. Am I clear? So this is the way of working with the functions. So any questions on this? Aisha,
Yes, sir.
any questions now? We've done with the functions. We done with the function with parameters. You have any questions on functions now?
No, sir.
No. Let me go with one more extension. Let me define function. Define get even numbers. Get even numbers. Now the value. Okay. Number n colon print n here. That's fine. But come out get even numbers. I call the function get even numbers underscore get even nums. But this get even numbers are range of 10. Range of 10. Okay. If n percentile 2 is equal to 0, one more block na. One more block kada. This will work out or not? Okay, unsupport operand called percentile. Which even numbers, range of n. The value is passing. Number of values need to take here. Okay, I think this is a list now. This is a list now. So we should not go like this. This is have a separate process like mapping process. This will not work out here. Okay, let's leave it. Here it is leave. Don't worry about it. Okay. So please check it out. What are the things we done so far? And coming class, we have to define one more thing: function with return type. Return type. So let me work out this also. Def get name and a name and return name. Finally, when you call the function get name, you are passing the value called Srinivas. But this Srinivas, whenever this function is executing, the value is going to be printing into the one more variable called my name. And finally, you have to print the my name outside of this particular function. Print my name. Okay. This is the return value. So whenever this function is executing, some value is going to be returning now. What is the parameter is returning here? Name is returning. But whenever the function is executing, it will store the value into the left side. Right side function is executing. Just one second. Right side function is executing. Right side function is executing. And value is going to be storing into the name. And function execute means it is returning a name. That name is going to be storing into the my name. And finally, I'm printing the my name. Check the process. Check the process how the function is returning a value and we are storing the value outside of that particular. So this is the one more way of working with the functions. One second. And in coming classes, we will see the filters, maps, and some other different kind of concepts on functions. Advanced Python will start from tomorrow. Basics closed. Today basics closed. We will start advanced Python from tomorrow. Aisha, is it okay?